Trump voters were all MAGA this and fuck your feelings that when their devotion meant keeping brown people out of the country, supporting white male supremacy, and avoiding the LGBT and black communities like the plague while simultaneously screaming all lives matter. But now that their health is being challenged, the forever faithful are finally starting to realize what a mistake they made in November.
Bob, I'm going to bring you now because you're a lifelong Republican, yet you and your wife are insured through the ACA, through Obamacare. What will happen to that insurance if Obamacare is repealed?
We probably won't be insured.
Throughout this man's campaign, Trump promised over and over again to get rid of Obamacare. Kind of like when a little kid running for school president promises pizza for lunch every day. At first, you're all excited, but then you slowly realize the only one who loses in the end is you.
Obamacare is a complete and total disaster.
Obamacare is going to be repealed and replaced. Obamacare is a disaster. And one thing we have to do, repeal and replace the disaster known as Obamacare. It's destroying our country.
It will be essentially simultaneously, but will most likely be on the same day or the same week, but probably the same day, could be the same hour.
Nobody knew that health care could be so complicated.
So you voted for Donald Trump even though he promised to repeal the program you rely on. Why is that?
I do think that Obamacare does have problems, and they do need to get fixed. I hope that there's something that will be in place that we can still have coverage for myself and a lot of others.
Hillary Clinton, of course, was perfectly open to making improvements to the Affordable Care Act. And several Democrats already said changes can and should be made. But Trump supporters, like this man, chose to vote against their own best interest anyway.
So do you know what it would cost you to get insurance on an open market? And could you afford that?
I know we can't afford it. It's over $1,000 a month.
It's like, despite Trump's possible ties with Russia and his hateful travel ban, people are just now realizing what a mistake making him president was now that their health insurance is at risk. It's hard to empathize with those who are literally getting exactly what Trump promised them. But at the end of the day, we're all Americans. We all deserve health care, we all deserve to live, and everyone makes mistakes. Now it's time to do something about it. Get on your phone, call your legislator, and tell them your concerns, especially if you live in a red state. I'm Valeria Sistrunk, and for all the latest updates on politics and more, visit content.news.
We're going to have a health care that is far less expensive and far better. Okay.